Hey y'all, it's Spiritual Life Coach 43, and I'm here to do the month of March reading for the zodiac sign of Taurus. Thank you so much to anybody who's new to the channel for being here. And if you're one of my returning viewers, watchers, or subscribers, thank you so much as well. I'm wishing you all so much love and light. For all the cross watchers, come on in. You're welcome as always. If you guys don't know, I'm not big on signs. I like to focus on you, Taurus, but sometimes I will or could refer you to one of my other um, zodiac readings if I feel like your message relates to something I said or the energy or just something that correlates. Okay. I'm mostly doing oracle messages right now. I'm feeling called to do that, and I'm enjoying that. So I will be using 3 oracle decks in your reading today. If you have seen some of my other readings, 3 of them have 4 parts, and that's because they had the most views for the previous month in February. Yeah, they had the most views. So one of my ways of giving back, and there will be other ways in the future, but one of my ways of giving back is that I give you guys more decks. So whoever came in first, they get more decks of messages. Second place get 5 decks of messages, and third place get 3 extra decks of messages. So that's how I do it. All right, if you were wondering. So, anyways, when it comes to oracle or tarot, it's just all about energy. So don't focus on the genders. Flip it and switch it. Reverse it. Take it how it resonates for you, but never ever force the message. I will do reversals, but only for one deck. This will be for part 2 of your reading. When I do the Celtic Cross formation, I will be using this deck. This is the Chakra Wisdom Oracle card deck by Tori Hartman. Really cool deck. I'm loving it. Um, Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment. It keeps my channel growing, and that's my whole purpose of being on here. And when I see your views and I see like your guys' cool comments, it really just keeps me inspired. So thank you for that. I appreciate that. Okay, I am available for life coaching sessions and readings if you're interested in either or both, whichever. Please just look at the description box below. My email's there as well. And if you just have a question, email me and I'll get back to you. I do have PayPal and Cash App, so if you're feeling generous and you want to donate, just know I greatly appreciate that in advance. And the energy and the donations and the help that you guys put into me, believe me, I will pay that back forward towards you because I'm working on so many more projects. I can't wait to share them when they actually come out finished and complete. I'll be adding them to the channel, and you guys will see what I've been working on in the future, but I'll let you guys know when they come. I'm excited about that too. All right, anyways, Taurus, let's get started with your reading. So I pulled from the Conscious Spirit Oracle card deck. This is by Kim Dreer. Really cool deck. I love this deck as well. A lot of cool messages. I took notes on this deck as well. So I will read it intuitively also. You have angel number 42. So that's the number I would recommend Googling, Taurus. This is called Wheel of Life. It says, I am guided by the cycles of life and I live in complete harmony with them. This card really is about being at peace with yourself through all of the stages, through your ups and downs, but also, from childhood to adulthood to being elderly, wherever you are, middle age, you can, wherever you are in life, this card is a reminder to have balance and to be at peace with what you've learned and how you've grown. Okay, I really love this card a lot because it just reminds me that the wheel of life is still spinning, and I feel like so many blessings are going to spin in your favor as well. Just accept and love yourself at every stage, basically, and just know that you're being guided by your soul's purpose. And for a lot of you, some of you may be elderly and just now finding out what your purpose is, or maybe in your 30s and 40s, different, or could be younger in your 20s. But anyways, you're finding your purpose. You're walking that path, and that's a really cool path. It's an amazing feeling when you know what God put you here to do, and then you actually do it, and you can do it creatively. Um, it's a really cool feeling. It's about really being balanced. It's the yin and yang. It's the zen. It's gonna bring you a lot of peace. You're gonna feel deeply rooted and connected to spirit and source. I just love this card. I really do, because we all go through cycles in life. As long as we live, we're going to go through different cycles, and we're going to learn different things along the way. And some of you are so wise and so knowledgeable because of what you've soaked in, and you don't even have to be, elderly. It's not really about age. It's about where you are at your stage of your own personal growth and healing. So it's really cool. All right, let's get to part 2 of your reading. Taurus, please, Spirit, please come through as you always do for the zodiac sign of Taurus. For the month of March, year 2021. I'm going to shuffle these in front of you, and then I'm going to cut the deck, okay? I will lay the formation. I've done a lot of readings today. Hopefully I can still talk. I'm going to lay the formation, Taurus, of the Celtic cross, and I'll let you know which each card represents. For the zodiac sign of Taurus, please, Spirit, come through as you always do for Taurus. For Taurus. Okay. Feels like it's ready to me, so I'm going to cut these in front of you. If this deck comes out in reverse, if any cards, I will read it as such, okay? All right, the first card represents you in your present and current situation. The second card represents what's helping you or crossing you. The third card represents the best that you can expect from the situation. The fourth card represents either an answer to your question, but this can also be guidance to a situation you're dealing with or will. The fifth card represents what's next and in your future. The sixth card represents what's in the past, could also represent a fear. The seventh card represents how you see yourself or the action you could take guided by spirit. The eighth card represents basically people around you. Could be family, it could be your social circle, could be friends, neighbors, it could be co-workers, it could be just anybody around you. But it can also represent you too. It's a connection though. The ninth card represents hope or fears. It could be both. The 10th card represents the outcome of this spread, and I always start with the bottom of the deck. Taurus, you guys have in the reverse completion. It's interesting because when I shuffled this and I pray and shuffle, meditate off camera, I saw this card. I'm trying to remember if it was in the upright or not, but anyways, I was shuffling. This card stood out. So, thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit. This is a reminder for me to let you know something has ended, okay? Something has come to a completion. Only thing is, for some of you, it has not yet. It's about to. So if you've been wondering if a certain relationship you're done with is going to finally be done, or if you're leaving a job, something, because it's in reverse. So that's telling me you may still have to put in a little bit more work or be a little bit more patient. For a lot of you, it's already come to completion, but for others of you, it's still coming to completion. Is what I'm seeing, okay? There's something else you need to be enlightened about, is what I'm getting. Something else you need to do. You may need to sign a contract or something like this. Could be for a job to move on to the next job, or maybe your lease is about to end in a few months or in March and you're moving, but you're going to find peace. You're going to find peace. For others of you, maybe you've lost a loved one or somebody that you know. My condolences if this is your situation, just based on looking at the card. Somebody may have met their final destination on this path on earth and have graduated to their spiritual path in heaven. So, but either way, I'm seeing good things come. Blessings are coming. So just be at peace. You know what I mean? Is what I'm getting. I feel like if you were wondering, your person's going to be at peace too. They're going to be very happy and just joyous. They'll be watching over you. But there's an ending here. For some of you, this is a relationship that's coming to a conclusion and a conclusion. For others of you, Taurus, this is finalizing something. Like I said, a contract or a move or a job, something like that. Something's coming to a complete. But with an ending comes a new beginning, and the beginning looks really bright, looks really good. It looks harmonious. Is the word I'm hearing. Okay, that's the overall energy. So let's see what's happening with you in your present and current situation. You guys have forgiveness. Yeah, for those of you who are dealing with a romantic interest that maybe a breakup is about to ensue or just previously happened, and you're finally starting to pull back energetically. Maybe the words were spoken. The verbal words were spoken to cause the ending and to finalize it. But sometimes we still hold our energy with somebody. Somebody may still have our heart, even though you're not with them. So somebody is going to want your forgiveness, is what I'm getting. Heavy. For some of you, you could be asking somebody else for forgiveness. Also, this could be forgiving yourself too. Always go to God first and pray about it. But I feel like somebody's going to get on their knees and ask for your forgiveness, is what I'm saying for somebody. But it's up to you what you decide. I feel like we should always forgive, even if it takes time, even if we don't tell that person we forgive them because we don't feel it at the time they're asking. We can always forgive with spirit and just have that silent peace, that silent prayer, and have that forgiveness in our heart and soul. You don't have to reconcile. Reconciliation and forgiveness is not the same. You can forgive somebody and move on and say, hey, I wish you well, and not go backwards. You know what I mean? Or you can forgive and reconcile. It's up to you. You all have free will and personal choice. Okay, what's crossing you and helping you is recovery. Yeah, some of you are really recovering from a broken heart. Some of you are moving is what I'm getting, because I'm seeing this key here, but I feel like I'm like somebody's gonna move into a better place to live. Like you just need a new environment, or somebody needs a new start at a new job or career. But I'm seeing recovery. So this is about healing, starting something fresh, and spirit's giving you the okay to move forward. You have the key to open that door, so use it. Why not? Um, and a lot of you need to get rest. That's what I'm getting. Some of you need to get more naps or sleep in a little bit later or go to bed earlier. But make sure you're taking spiritual baths. Make sure you're feeding your soul spirituality. Okay, that's going to help you recover as well. And definitely look at what you've learned, so you could take the lessons that you've learned from yourself and from whoever you were dealing with. And this could be a friendship. This could be a romantic spouse or partner, whoever. Take your lessons with you going forward. But you are going to heal, and everything looks good. I feel like happiness is upon you. That looks amazing. So keep healing, keep growing, and keep going forward. Okay, the best that you can expect from this situation in reverse, you guys have perfection. Yeah, none of us are perfect, and I think you're learning the beauty of who you are. I think you're learning to see yourself differently, and you only want people around you who really are going to appreciate you and through your cycles, not just appreciating you for what they see on the outside, but the inside, and to see the growth in you. You want somebody around you who's going to see you elevate, and they encourage you to grow. They want to see you grow. They wish you well. They want you happy. They want you to feel good about who you are. So you're learning that nothing and no one's perfect, and even your imperfections make you unique and special. Makes all of us that way, Taurus. Okay, I'm on number 4. So if you had a question, this is the answer, or this could represent guidance that you need in a situation. Okay, in reverse, Taurus, you have mysticism. So this is about being at one with God. So, I already talked about you guys need to pray more. You also need to meditate. Listen to famous pastors. They don't even have to be famous, but pastors online. There's a lot of gospel music online. Listen to inspirational, uplifting songs and things of that nature. Connect with God in every way, but prayer is number one. You have to drop to your knees. You have to talk to Spirit. You have to open up that Bible. These things are very important, and then look for inspirational leaders and coaches out there. And there's some really great ones out there. Um, I love watching TD Jakes. I love watching Coach Rod. He's a newer coach that I watch that I'm really enjoying, and he seems to be really spiritual. I love that. I still love Ayanna Van Zant. So I could go on and on, but definitely connect to spirit, okay, in various ways. Maybe sage the house, do a prayer over the house, look up different prayers, write down some scriptures from the Bible that really inspire you or get you through any type of healing or problems that you are experiencing. But definitely become one with God. So you need to be more spiritual and raise your vibration in that area. Purple could be a color that somebody really loves a lot. I'm seeing that here. Also, yeah, learn to see without sight. So trust your inner knowing and walk by faith. Remember, spiritual people walk by faith, not by sight. So that means you're trusting in your intuitive side. You're trusting into your intuitive gifts, and you're trusting into God and Spirit to guide you. Let them guide you. Don't block it out when you hear something, or when you see synchronicities or numbers, or something that repeats, something that stands out. God can work through people in various ways and through you. So let that happen. Embrace it. Don't block it. Don't overlook it, and don't think you're crazy and or I'm tripping right now. You're not tripping. You're not crazy. You're seeing and feeling and hearing what you are hearing. Receive it. Okay. What's next and in the future? In reverse, you have self-worth. Yeah, you're continuing to know how special you are. Somebody may have really taken a hit or a blow at your self-esteem, is what I'm hearing, Taurus. Like somebody may have really put you down or talked down to you or treated you really bad or said some really harsh words towards you, and it was hurtful. And words, they cut deep. Some things we just never ever forget. Some things It doesn't matter how many times they apologize. Some things we just don't forget. And and I get that, Taurus. That's all of us. You know, I'm a Leo, so but it doesn't matter what sign we are. Some things all signs can relate to, and one of those things is words can hurt deeply, especially when it comes from people we loved and we helped and we trusted, and I mean sincerely trusted and was loyal to. That is a hard thing to recover from, because they may say sorry and they may truly mean it to the depth of their soul, but some things cannot be erased. But if you're truly going to forgive, you have to let it go. No, you're not going to forget it, but this person can never say that again, or if there's something they did they can't do again. You're focusing on your self-worth, and you need to raise your self-esteem. There's something that you need to let go, that somebody said something that was mean. Let that go. Like I said, you're not going to forget it, but the best way to let that go is just focus on positivity, focus on the beauty of who you are on the inside. Let your uniqueness shine. Let your gifts speak for you. Okay? Don't compromise who you are for somebody else. Be who you want to be. Do what you want to do. Live how you want to live. Okay? That's the best thing to do, is live your best life. Okay? And sometimes you have to live that best life without certain people, certain situations, and certain things, and that's okay. Go forward. Okay? So you're still realizing your self-worth. You're learning. You're learning that. And this is a good lesson for you, because you are special, you are kind, you are loving, and you're going to take charge of the situation. But somebody really hurt your heart, is what I'm hearing, and I'm sorry, Taurus. You didn't deserve that. Let's see what's in the past or fear. In the upright, you guys have instincts. Yeah, you may have felt like you're trusting somebody, but maybe like they wore sheep's clothing, like they may have pulled a wool over your eyes, because it's like I feel like deep down you're like, I knew this person would turn on me. Or maybe you just had an instinct, or your intuition was telling you something wasn't really right about this person or the situation. You felt a gut feeling that something was off. You know, you have to learn to listen to that, because if you don't, um I don't want to say it fades, but you're starting to put yourself in a predicament where you're blocking your spiritual blessings coming in, because we all have instincts, we all have intuition. So you need to use it. You know, this is another, this is like a connection to spirit, high connection to spirit. So make sure you are paying attention to your instincts and your intuition, and listening to your higher self. You know, if something don't seem right, don't feel right, it's not right. Something is wrong. You know what I mean? Especially when you keep feeling it. You know, you ever just have that feeling, it just comes over you like something ain't right here, or something's just not right about this person. I don't know what it is, but I can just feel it. You keep your distance from that person. You keep them at arm's length. You keep an eye out, even more so when that person is around. You stay alert. You're listening for how they talk, how they interact with others. Pay attention to what they say and how they say it, how they look when they say it. What are their mannerisms? You know, pay attention when your instincts are sending you those signals. Okay? It's something you may have not done as much in the past, but I think you're becoming more self-aware to do that, which is good. Or here's definitely your reminder to do it. How you see yourself, or the action you can take, you see yourself as grieving. So yeah, you're still hurting over something somebody did. Um, I keep hearing broken heart. So somebody really destroyed your heart. They stepped on it. They played with you. There was a lot of games, mind manipulation, and trickery. Like I said, some of you have taken a loss in life. Like maybe you're you're mourning a baby or a pet, could be a dog, and I'm sorry for whoever's going through this. I actually did a video. It's a life coaching, I believe it's session number 17, on how to cope with grief, loss, with death. Um, if that helps, please refer to it. I believe it's still posted, but there's positive ways to get through it, and just know this: you never get over some things. Some things you just have to learn to live with. Death is one of those things, okay? For others of you, death of a relationship feels just like a death. It is grieving. It truly is grieving when someone you cared about or loved, and then vice versa, has now broken your heart, or it was just a severing of ties. You could have broken each other's hearts, or maybe it just didn't work out for some reason. There was major differences. Whatever the reasons is, you guys feel a lot of sadness here, but you are in a place of recovery. So some of you do have to cry. You know what? Crying helps. It doesn't make you weak. God gave us tear ducts. Use them. Crying helps us to sleep better. It helps us to get it out. That's one way to release. There's many other ways to release, but this is one. So use it and stay in prayer. You're going to need that. That helps a lot. Doing positive things, focusing on your passions. Um, I'm seeing a lot of healing here. Lots of healing. Some of you need to buy a plant and just water it. Hang it up around your house. Buy yourself some flowers. Do something nice for yourself, okay? So yeah, purge. Some of you really do need to purge. Okay. What's happening in your environment with family, friends, and people around you? In reverse, you have destiny. So somebody's not on the right path. Maybe they're stagnant or they're lost and they need some guidance. They need to go to spirit. I will always direct people to go to God. That's exactly what I do. Believe me, if that's the first thing I do when I wake up, it's the last thing I do when I go to bed. And I pray all throughout the day, always. God hears from me 24/7. So the better you have that connection with God and you built that relationship, the better off you'll be. The most important thing we will do in this life is to get our relationship right with God. The Lord is first. In every relationship, God has to be first, or it's going to fail. It's not going to work out. You're not going to be at your highest. There is no peace like the peace God can give you. Now, for those who are not following their destiny, I'm getting like life purpose. Somebody's not following their life purpose and they're adverting um, off the journey, like they're not following the plan. They would be so much happier if they did. I'm seeing, oh my God, what it would look like if they followed what was right for them. So they're not listening to themselves. Like they're doing what somebody else expect them to do. Sometimes you have to do what feels right for you, even if nobody understands it. God understands it, and we're here to please Him. We have to remember that we have to put Him first, not people. So not everybody's going to agree what your family and friends are doing, but if you're on the outside and you're watching somebody struggle to find their way, and you know, like they want to be, let's just say they want to be a scientist, and they're amazing at it, and you can feel like this is their right path, but they end up being an art teacher. You know, they will be more fulfilled following their path of what they're supposed to do. And it's sometimes it's more than a career though. Sometimes it's your career path, but your overall life purpose will affect your career path. You will be able to do your career path in various ways when it's your life purpose, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. But like a teacher. A teacher doesn't just teach in a classroom. A teacher can teach anywhere. They can go to the library. They can go outside and start their own study group. They can teach online. They can come up with their own rubric, their own classroom, their own curriculum. They can teach the Word of God. You can teach in so many different ways. You can be a pastor and be a teacher. Whatever. You could be so many different things. So, and still be on that same purpose. Just, doing it in various ways, but somebody's not following their destiny around you. So please encourage people to do what they really love and what feels right for them. I feel like there's a lot of fear there. Like they're fearing being judged, but they need to overcome that. And they need to go to spirit and invite their angels in to guide them and help them with that. Okay. Hopes and or fears for you. In reverse, you guys have vanity. Yeah, you're getting out the mirror. You're getting out of your ego. You are learning to see yourself from a higher realm, and this is beautiful. You're learning to see the spiritual being inside. You're learning your self-worth, and it takes time. You may want to get some affirmations. You may want to remind yourself something positive every day to do, or come up with your own affirmations. You may want to look up some self-help, some self-healing books, things of that nature. You may want to get into Reiki or do some crystal healing work, or get readings from psychics or something like that. But you have come out of a place, is what I'm getting, where if there was any superficialness, you're out of that. Like you're more than your looks. You're more than what's on the outside. You're more than just the outer body. You are so much more. Your heart is going to stand out. Your mind is brilliant, Taurus, and you're going to use this. I love it. This is like letting go of the ego. I love that energy. No time for that. Okay, the outcome of this spread. You have passion. I love it. So a lot of you are about to really open up and follow what you are so driven to do. You're about to follow your passions, and whatever it is, go for it wholeheartedly. Don't let anything hold you back. Don't let anything stop you, Taurus. Go full force and enjoy it. And pay attention to how you feel and how it inspires you, how it's inspiring other people around you, how it's motivating you, how it's making you stand out and shine and being the best you. You know, when you're passionate about something, you can forget about time sometimes because you just enjoy doing it. So many musicians will just lock themselves in a room. I'm not saying do this, but I'm just saying when you're passionate about something, it's hard to stop. You know, like a kid who wants to beat a video game, they want to win. They could play for days and not even know what day it is. Or for somebody who loves to just make music and songs, maybe they're working on an album and they might have forgot, like, okay, I've been in the studio for 2 days or 2 weeks to complete this album, and they just dedicate their whole time to it. But when you're passionate about it, it's fun, it's exciting, and it makes you want to keep going and keep doing it and keep trying it and experiment with this and that. So just be creative, just let yourself flow into it. Is what I'm getting. Just enjoy it. Love it. You are a passionate being, Taurus, and just enjoy that. Okay. And you've learned some hard lessons along the way, but you know, that's what life is about. Some lessons will be easy, some will be hard. The harder ones are the ones we really have to break the cycles of or habits. When we have to break that, those are harder because it's usually a pattern or it's innate. You know, it was passed down, excuse me, from generation to generation. But you're going to break those cycles. You're going to learn what you need to learn. And it's a process, it's a step at a time. You know what I mean? But you have to do it. And I do see you doing it. Okay. So, as I close this reading on part three, we are going to get an overall message from this overall reading from the Earth Magic deck. Please, Spirit, come through as you always do for the zodiac sign of Taurus for the month of March, year 2021. What does Taurus need to know? What's the overall message for March in this reading? One more. For Taurus, for Taurus. Wow. Seemed like a bunch wanted to come out right then. For Taurus, it's going to be an interesting message. Okay. You have my favorite card in the deck, the Rainbow Blessings, next to Ancestors, Generations. Like I said, you know, blessings are coming to you. Things are going to be beautiful. Again, look to the sky for the rainbows. Look to the heavens for the rainbows. Look for the rainbows. This is gifts. This is presents. Some of these are physical gifts. Some of these are spiritual gifts. Some are both. But not only is spirit blessing you, but your ancestors, your guides, your helpers, your angels. You have a whole team that is about to send you a major blessing or blessings. This says blessings. This is beautiful. Some of you will be blessed with healing and happiness and moving forward with a better love, not just for yourself, but for life. And, you know, romantically speaking as well. Some of you will be blessed with generational wealth, is what I'm hearing. Others of you are going to be blessed with um, greater intuitive gifts that will be heightened to where you're going to be a reader yourself, or you're going to help people spiritually. Maybe you'll start a yoga class or yoga spiritual class or something like that. But I am seeing education here. And congratulations, Taurus. There's something you did well. And this is like a well-deserved gift or gifts. Like Spirit's blessing you because of all that you went through and endured. And because you stayed strong, you kept a good heart. You didn't give up the fight. Guess what? You get to be blessed, and there's something wonderful for you to enjoy. I love it. You deserve it, and I'm happy for you, Taurus. Okay, Taurus. Thank you so much for watching this reading. I hope these messages correlate and resonate with all of you or as many of you as possible. Let me know. I'm sending you so much love and light, eternal blessings, infinite joy, and abundance. God bless you. Bye, Taurus.